my view is too stupid, bruh, for real. Don't forget to get about who really do this, bruh, for real. It's so
Cali, go closer. You like a lot of to the clipping in the holster like it's supposed to be closer than your chauffeur, Costa Nostra. Stick up to your nose, this rolling stone and no loner. Killer phone, your ill as pneumonia when we can fold you with that villain's aroma, pilling out, spilling all your feelings out on the corner, chilling out. Ice grilling my mouth, shout out to soldiers, not pulling the out to show you, but your brains over the rover. You put a coat over the stain, cause for the day we whipping your rain, so you're hitting the bank. Don't forget that the game coded in polars. California bears, take your chain off for ya, because out of all of you squares, I'ma yeah, put it in the air like the motor hit the rotor.
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go from Green Bay. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Ready up. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. He'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he looks past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. He'll run. This is Mason. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Minnesota.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
He's close to a 1st down, a gain of 9, nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here's 1st and 10. Man who spent his first 7 NFL seasons here in Green Bay, here's Aaron Jones. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A pickup there of 13. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. He's got it at the 3. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
I think you got to go for it here, Mike. They've had this impressive opening drive where they've marched their way all the way down into the red zone, and the last thing you want to do here is settle for 3. This is the chance. Set the tone for the rest of the game, and let's see what they dial up here on fourth down.
Good blocking, and he's in. Jordan Mason, touchdown Vikings. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Reichard good with the extra point. The Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. He'll start at the 4. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Set, hut. Set.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Blunt. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 32 yards.
First down at the 25-yard line.
Blue striker. Set, hut.
Love to throw it on first down. That is brought in at the 10. That is taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal. Here's Jacobs. A short kick down to the center. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Set. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. That's going to set up 3rd and goal.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and goal.
Ready. Slide, black 40. Hut.
Jacobs. And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up 4th and goal.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on.
A 20-yard attempt.
This about as short as you can get. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers are on the board. It's 7-3.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. is Mason. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. But even 20 yards, impressive start to this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
On the ground is Mason. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's third down. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Vikings with the edge. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. Third and 10. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
Taken in, and he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
First down. A gain of 5.
Now a give on the ground, a gain of 4 as he's taken down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. Finding space at the 15. And he's into the end zone. Gordon Mason, touchdown Minnesota. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings extend their advantage to 14-3. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Jalen Wright now on the return. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Okay, ready? Let's go. Hut, hut.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Down. Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Mega. Ready.
Second down throw for Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. That's caught. And he will score. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Green Bay. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From his end zone, here's Isaiah Rodgers. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. What a way to kick off the drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
Right back to him on first down. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a big over 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll work now on second and 4. Now they'll run. It's a counter. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hopkinson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. There go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Here's a second and 9. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hopkinson. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. First 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is first and goal. Here's a run. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on first and goal.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back.
And he'll take it on in. Todd Felton. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Reichert now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Vikings are out to a 21-10 lead.
Packers 10. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Right now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Black, 90, hut.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to be taken down.
Go, 38.
Gain of 17 yards. And the Packers first down.
Ready.
Run again with Wright. Room to run at the 35. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. They hit another 17. Back-to-back plays of 17 yards. And another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers.
Come on, set.
Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Forced to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Will come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Shot, 17. Ready.
They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And he will score! Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Packers. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers are back within 4. It's 21-17.
Packers 17.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Viking 18. Mustang 19.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Oh, this pass was dialed in right now. They get him again. Micah Parsons. He gets in for another sack. That is 2 on as many snaps. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Set. Ready.
The kid here to Wright. He's got room to the 45. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
And he'll get about 5.
Jonathan Bernard on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
At the Vikings' 42-yard line.
Down. 45. White. Set. Go.
On the give, it's Wright. Into space. And he'll take this one in. Galen Wright. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Now it's McManus for the point after. His kick is good. And the Packers extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Price now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll run. This is Mason. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. This pass, right side. Going to be caught by Addison. And he won't get away. Good tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. On the run to the right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Look, play action here with McCarthy. No chance at all. He'll go down.
After allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, There's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Set, cut.
A good play action with Love. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Blake Cashman in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
Ultra. Come on, set. Yellow, 43, ready.
Head up. This is right. It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. That's Jonathan Grenard in for the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
52 blue, ready.
From the gun, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there, and now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On comes the Packers punting team. Brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first down, here's McCarthy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. On play action, here's McCarthy. Flush to his right. Going up top. That is hard. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 33 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play. So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. Open man, right side. He's got him.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
On the handoff, Jones. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
And they'll hold them to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Minnesota. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love.
It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Once again, it's Jacobs. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
From a couple yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
Set. Hut. Yellow. Hut. Hut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
White. Black Ultra. Ready.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All the on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm pushing
Down. 10 black. Set. Hut.
A shotgun handoff to right. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
The tackle by Isaiah Rodgers. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5.
Set. 60 red. 60 set.
Here's Love. Exiting the pocket right. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Red. 38. Hut.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 8-yard
Here we
line.
go.
Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. From his end zone, here's Isaiah Rodgers. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10. A run. And here's Mason. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun, it is, and the rush gets there. Down he goes. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a fourth down stop to all but end this game.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Steal. Check steal. Let's go. 45. Wide. Ready.
It wasn't for lack of effort. He tried every which way to elude the defense, but he was outnumbered. They finally got him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of yards.
Down and 12.
Third and long.
Set. Ready. 33. Yellow. Push.
Now Love. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout, and will take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. So here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
And the Vikings first down.
They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up
Jones. 1st down and more inside the 30. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it. And now they can take the lead with the extra point.
Vikings 35. Packers 34. Will Winkert, the kickoff.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's 1st down.
Check view. Blaster, 6. Here we go. Here we go. 10 black. Set.
He'll keep it on the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. Big 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
Love. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
60 red.
They'll run here. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
That was a special run, Mike. I mean, it's just rare to have that combination of contact balance and strength to not only run through the contact, but then to also have the speed to break away once you get into the open field.
Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw is Love. Forced out wide. And he'll try for the pylon, but they're going to mark him out short as the attempt for 2 is unsuccessful.
35. Brendan McManus kicking off for Green Bay.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Here's McCarthy. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here we go. One final play. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So, it's a win for the Packers. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers